Hey guys, so a few days ago I went to the movie theaters finally. Um yeah, literally I went on Tuesday and I'm doing this video on Saturday. I've been so fucking busy I forgot that I've not done these reviews yet. I've had a lot going on this week to the point like the last thing on my mind is doing these reviews, so I apologize in advance if I forget things I want to talk about. I'll maybe put them in the descriptions if I remember something I forget. But these movies are still fresh in my mind, still 3 or 4 days later, thankfully. Um, but yeah, like I hope everybody's had a great week. I've had a shitty fucking week. I had started off my week with getting in a bad car accident, to the point that I have no car. Luckily, not hurt. So yeah, if anybody's wondering, I'm not injured. I'm I'm fine. I was a little sore. That was about it. But anyways, I have pretty much my car's done for. But anyways, yeah, that's how I started off my week. I've kind of had a really shitty week. That after that, pretty much my phone didn't stopped working. I had to get a new phone. I might have to get a new car. You know, I'm surprised I got a chance to go to the movies with how this week was going. But anyways, yeah, I went to the movie theater, and I saw a double feature. First thing I saw was Edge of 17. This was a movie that, from the trailers, I was looking forward to this movie ever since I got a trailer for this. It looked hilarious. Even though it was like one of those movies that's like probably not my cup of tea, but just from the trailers, I was kind of sold on it. Like, usually I would kind of avoid these kinds of movies that, the hell, like, teenage dramas or teenage comedies like this, growing up but this looked pretty fucking funny from the trailers, especially Woody Harrelson looked like he was going to be great in this. I was sold. I was like, the movie might suck, but Woody Harrelson might be good in it. And it's been getting really, really good reviews. Like, it stood at like one. I think the last time I saw it, 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Holy fuck! Like, that's really good. Like, one of the best reviewed films of the year, and it's not getting Oscar talk. What the fuck? But what the hell is my phone going off for? Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, this movie was really, really good. I really highly recommend it. This might be one of my favorite movies of the year too. I don't know, like I'm having a hard time even trying to figure out a top 10 list, because there's been a lot of good ones out there. There's been a lot of shit this year too, but there's been a lot of good movies too. Pretty much my worst list is pretty much easily I could easily assemble, but my best list, it's kind of been hard to figure out what I want to put on there and what I want to leave out. This movie, I really, really enjoyed this movie. This was a really, really well written, funny as hell comedy, coming of age comedy. It also had a really good heart to it. It's a movie you've probably seen done a million times before, but done right, like I would say, like, this movie is like, it has, like, it kind of reminded me. I was like, oh, this is like, Juno, and that it's getting really well received. It's a teenage comedy that's getting well received. This is way better than Juno, way better written. The characters in this movie actually act like people, actual people, and they talk like actual people. Unlike Juno, fuck that movie. I don't know why I kept comparing that. There's been a lot of other teenage comedies, but for some reason I kept comparing, because it's like, like a first time director, first time writer doing this. And they write characters like actual characters, and I really also, the acting in this movie is really good. You got a lot of good actors in this fucking thing. Haley Steinfeld, she should get an Oscar. I would think an Oscar nomination. This is like really the first movie I've seen her in a long time. Like, the only movies I remember seeing her in, like, over the last 10 years are True Grit, Ender's Game, and this. I know she's been in more than that. I've probably seen more movies with her in it, or with her more movies with her in it. But it's usually one of those actresses I've really rarely ever seen in a movie, and she was really good in this movie. It's kind of funny seeing her all grown up talking about fucking sex and how losing her virginity and giving head, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's like it's that little girl from fucking True Grit. I remember watching like 6 years ago that came out. And I'm like, it's kind of weird, but it's like she's grown up into this like very pretty like older or teenage girl. And she does it really well at playing the awkward teen with teen problems, teenage girl problems. I do like that a lot of characters, like every character in this movie's not very perfect. They have a lot of flaws. Every character in this film has flaws. And all the time when people call them out on their shit, there's usually a good reason. Like a lot of people call Haley Steinfeld on her shit, especially when she's being a bitch for no reason. I mean, I understand like her being pissed about her friend dating her boyfriend. Like I would be pissed too, but it gets to a certain point, you're like, dude, get over it. They kind of seem like they like each other. Kind of just gotta get over it. It like gets to the point where she's just kind of being a fucking bitch. Kira Sedgwick's great as her mom. She plays a like her stereotypical mom who doesn't understand her teenage daughter and has a really bad relationship with Haley Steinfeld. And you kind of understand why, because they've always kind of had this disconnect since she was younger, like they explained in the movie. But then, like, spoiler alert, this happens in the first 10 minutes, though. Her dad dies. That was speaking of that whole sequence is like, well, that, like, I telegraphed that, like, in 2 seconds. Like, because, like, they show her growing up, going through her awkward phases, like, at 13, 7, and, like, her growing up, and, like, she shows that she had this really good relationship with her dad, and, like, well, he's dead. Like, while they're showing these flashbacks, like, he's gonna be dead. He's so fucking dead. And he dies of a heart attack after giving her this, like, really nice, heartwarming speech. But because of, like, Kira Sedgwick's still kind of dealing with this death, her and Haley Steinfeld have not really had a really good relationship. It's kind of affected her relationship really well. I like Kira Sedgwick a lot. The star for me in this movie, I know I can't be the only one, was fucking Woody Harrelson. I said when I saw the trailers for this, I knew instantly that he was going to be the best part of this movie, and he is the best part of this movie. He gets enough screen time that like you'll be happy to watch. Like, luckily while you don't have scenes with him in there's a lot of good stuff in between, thank God. But he is definitely the best part. He's just, as you see in the trailers, if you've seen the trailers, he's Woody Harrelson playing Woody Harrelson if he was a teacher. And he, like, that the movie opens with that scene that opens the trailer where she tells him that she's want to commit suicide. Haley Steinfeld says she wants to commit suicide. And he's all, that's kind of funny because I was just writing my suicide note, and he's talking about how she always bugs him and during his lunchtime, and all he wants is the black nothingness. He'd rather have the black nothingness than have to stand listening to her anymore. It's fucking hilarious. And, like, just because it's Woody Harrelson, like, he is like kind of a dick, but he's being Woody Harrelson because he's like a smart ass. You know how Woody Harrelson is, but at the same time, when the movie requires him to act like an actual adult and be a really kind person, he's really good. Like, the kind of conclude, like, how the movie concludes, his character is really good. I liked how they, like, when Haley Steinfeld is in a time of need, he comes and actually helps. That's really cool. That's actually that made his character even better. Like I said, it's really hard to talk about this. Like, this movie's really goddamn funny. I also like the dorky Asian kid that like has a crush on Haley Steinfeld. That kid was kind of amusing. Like, he's like a big film buff. He's a film student. He's trying. I was like, I can kind of, I could kind of like sympathize with that kid. I said I was that kid too, although I wasn't Asian. Obviously, I'm not Asian, but he was great in this movie. This movie kind of almost went into some dark places. I was worried it was going into some dark places, especially with that. This is again kind of getting to spoilers, but she has that crush. Like the stereotypical emo kid you see in every fucking kids movies now. Like that the girl is attracted to for some fucking reason, and he ends up like, spoiler alert, he turns into a big dick. He's a big dick. And it kind of almost goes into some really dark territory, which I was worried it was, but it luckily didn't. But yeah, and like I said, I really like this movie. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I highly recommend it. It's really underseen. I've noticed it was like debuted at number 7 at the box office. What the fuck? Like, when I went on Wednesday, I went and saw it. It was like they stuck it in like the smallest theater, and because of that, like, we had like a very small crowd that was kind of jammed in there, and so because of that, it almost looked sold out from just being in that little theater. If it would have been like a decent sized theater, it would have been barely full. It wouldn't even been close to being full, but it kind of sucks that this movie's not doing well. I hope people do go see this. More people get, like, word of mouth comes out. This movie is really good. Why the fuck this movie's not even getting Oscar talk when fucking stuff like Juno got nominated is beyond me. I bitch about Juno. I want to say that for a second. I bitch about Juno. I liked it when I first saw it, but over the years, by God, that movie aged very badly. Like, that dialogue is unbearable. Like, I love Jason Reitman as a director. I love him as a director. And they got J.K. Simmons and in it, and Allison Janney, and I like Ellen Page too, but fuck, that dialogue in that movie is terrible. Like, Diablo Cody, go fuck off. God, she's a terrible writer. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, go see Edge of 17. Don't go see Juno. I guess is what I wanted to say there. As far as trailers go, oh boy, I got a lot of interesting trailers. I can't even say the name of this first trailer without fucking laughing. The Bye Bye Man. I forgot this movie was even fucking coming out. I think it was supposed to come out like in December, and never did. It's not now. It got pushed back or something. I don't fucking know. It looks like shit. It's obvious this movie got a lot of reshoots done, because I swear to God that the story is a lot different from the last trailer I got for it like months ago. It looks stupid as hell. It has one of the dumbest names for a movie I've heard in a goddamn long time, especially a villain. Yeah, fuck this. That looks terrible. It looks really, really bad. It's a horror movie about, well, the first trailer made it out like he's like the Bye Bye Man's this supernatural figure that causes people to murder each other. And then this one makes it out like, no, he's like a Freddy Krueger-esque person that, I don't know, you can't say his name, you can't think his name, I don't know, it's fucking retarded. Fuck that. 50 Shades Darker. I got a trailer. I'm surprised I haven't got this trailer yet. I saw this months ago, like the trailer online months ago. Wow. What do I say about 50 Shades of Grey? This looks just as stupid. Apparently, there's a ghost woman in this movie. Ooh. I still, seriously, if I didn't know this was supposed to be an erotic film, I would think this is like a really dark, psychotic thriller of a movie. Just because of how like the music choices, the dialogue sounds fucking creepy. It doesn't feel like anybody normal person would act like this. I'm not, and also this trailer is fucking so laughable because there's some male or some guy singer singing "Crazy in Love" and you're it's fucking hilarious. Am I the only one who finds that hilarious? Watch that trailer and watch the end of it where he's singing "Crazy in Love" and I'm like, I can't stop laughing every time I hear that. It just sounds so weird. It sounds so fucking. That was the funniest part of that trailer. And then I got a new trailer for Beauty and the Beast. That, again, I've not been a big. I know I'm in the minority. I'm not a big fan of these live action remakes as of late. I know I'm like one of the few out there. Like one of the only people out there that doesn't like the live action remakes, but of Disney cartoons. I kind of hold out hope. Although I have a feeling like the other ones, there's probably no point to this fucking existing. CGI looks good, other than the fucking teapot. That teapot looks fucking terrifying. Like the face on the teapot is just, God, I can't get over that. I'm gonna have nightmares over that. The Beast looks pretty good. That teapot. They need to fix that before that movie comes out. They need to maybe do a little bit more work on that before the movie comes out. But yeah, that looks alright. It looks pretty. That's all I could say about it. It's Beauty and the Beast. It looks like a Beauty and the Beast movie. There we go. That's as far as Edge of 17 trailers go. I'll be back here in a few minutes with my other review.